118 Malloc function. So let's move forward. Dynamic memory allocation. So in the previous video we have talked about the dynamic memory allocation. Now in this video we are going to learn about the Malloc function, which is a part of a dynamic memory allocation. Okay, so let's look at Malloc, calloc, reloc, free. So this is the dynamic memory allocation. Dynamic memory allocation has been classified, you can see here, into four parts, that is the Malloc, calloc, reloc and free. So these four functions is going to help you to create a dynamic memory allocation in C language. So let's look and see and learn about the Malloc function, that what is the Malloc function and what is the work of it and the program related to Mallocs. So here it is a Malloc function. So Malloc function is the work is to actually allocate area, or we can say allocate a memory space during the execution of the program. Okay, so this is the Malloc, and you can see the syntax here that I am using the concept that is a Malloc function here, and the number you need to specify here with asterisk of size of integer. So whatever the number, suppose I give the number 5 here, so 5 multiply with the size of integer, and we know that the integer size is 2 byte. So 5 into 2 is going to be 10. So 10 byte of memory is going to be allocated during the execution of the program, and this is the work of Malloc function. So it allocate memory during the execution of the program, and that's why it is known as the dynamic memory allocation. Similarly, calloc work is similar to as Malloc, as same as the reloc, but here the concept of pointer came, and free is the function which help us to delete the pointers, delete the, we can say free the memory. So this is the work we will deal. So let's look at the program of Malloc and its work now. Malloc function. So here is the work of Malloc function. Malloc function is used to allocate space in memory during the execution of the program. It is clear from the fact. And also it does not initialize the memory allocated during the execution. It carries the garbage value. Okay. And it returns null pointer if it could not be able to allocate requested amount of memory. So suppose if I demanded 100 bytes of memory and it is returning us a null pointer, it means that it could not be able to allocate requested amount of memory. So this is the main working, we can say, and the main function of dynamic memory allocation, that is the Malloc function. So let's quick revise the things that we have learned. That what we have learned, Malloc function is used to allocate space in the memory during the execution of the program. Okay, it does not initialize the memory allocated during execution. It carries the garbage value. Okay, and it returns null pointer if it could not be able to allocate requested amount of memory. Okay, now let's look at the program of C language in which we will allocate a memory with the help of Malloc function. So let's look at the dynamic memory allocation. Here is the program for Malloc function in C language. So let's look at. So here, first of all, this program is going to deal with the Malloc function. So first of all, we need to specify the header file, that is the hashtag include studio.h and hashtag include string.h and hashtag include studiolib.h. After the declaration of this header file, because string.h help us for the string manipulation, this is for the library function that is going to be used, and studio for standard input output control. So these all are the header file. I have already told you about these things in the header file lecture, so you can go and watch that. So you need to specify these all header file above your main function. Okay, so after the declaration of the header file, this is the main function whose return type is integer here, so it is going to return us integer value. Okay, after the execution of this whole program. Okay, then after that I am opening the main function here with open curly braces, and you can see here I am allocating, we can say I am using a pointer that is here mem underscore allocation, that is memory allocation. This is a pointer variable, you can say this is a pointer of character data type whose name is mem underscore allocation. So after the initialization of pointer of character data type, I am going to allocate a memory dynamically with the help of a malloc function. So you can see here I have told you about the malloc function, that you need to specify the malloc function, and in that number you wanted to give multiply with the size of whatever the data type it contains. Okay, so actually malloc does so is that it allocate memory. So what it will allocate, and here in this case 20 multiplied with size of character, and we know that the size of character is 1 byte, therefore 20 byte of memory space is going to be allocated in the pointer, that is the mem underscore allocation pointer variable here. So actually 20 byte of memory space is going to be allocated in a mem underscore allocation variable, and this all thing is happening during the execution of the program. Okay, and here I am using the concept of if mem underscore allocation is equal to null, then print could not be able to allocate requested amount of requested memory, because we have learned here in our third point that it returns null pointer if it could not be able to allocate requested amount of memory. Therefore I am using this concept that if memory underscore allocation is null, is returning us null, then it will print could not be able to allocate requested memory. Okay, otherwise in any case I am using the concept of string handling function, that is the strcpy. I have told you about the strcpy function, its work is to copy the strings. So I am copying this string, that is Amrit here, in mem underscore allocation, which is a pointer variable. So after then I am using the printf function, dynamically allocated memory contents, and I am printing the mem underscore allocation here. So Amrit is going to be printed here. Then after that I am using the concept of free, which says that it frees up the space of mem underscore allocation. So mem underscore allocation is a pointer variable. So pointer variable is going to be free up. So it means that whatever the memory it was allocated, it was deleted now with the help of free function. So this is the code in which I have explained about the malloc function, and this is really important program, and this program is allocating a memory during the execution of the program, and that is most interesting part of the malloc function. So here is the output. The output is clear, that is dynamically allocated memory content Amrit. So Amrit is going to be displayed here. So this is the output, and this is the program of malloc function. So this was all about the malloc function in C language. So thanks for watching. Dhanyavad.